really pleased with him, Barb. That was very nice.
Yeah.
He's like, I get a candy.
I can help you with baby that once I get him on.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. Because I got to stick as much as I want to see.
So just rub the shoulder in one more time on the neck long side. And just see if you can get him a little lighter in your inside rein, but with the correct bending, right? So that he's just a little better there. I like this one better, right? And you can give a little, he's good. There you go, super, yeah. Because there he's more connected from your inside to the outside rein, right? Yeah. And then straight, good. And then maybe one last time, yeah. There's one last. I like what you had this time versus the first long side, right? Yeah, there. You get bent there and soft, that's it, like that. And then go ahead and straighten. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, good, good. A little more bend in the travel. But then go ahead and change rein across the diagonal. Yeah, in just a straight line. And I think in general you don't want his head any lower and fall any lower than what it is. Yeah, that's it. But there you go. And you really have the feeling he goes forward to your hand. It's the same miles per hour you have, right? I don't want him faster. But that, yeah, good, okay. Outside range regulates it. Yeah, good. And shoulder in this direction. On this one side. Good. Yeah, yeah. This is not faster. Yeah. Super, super. And straight, yeah, good, And inside right leg a little bit more on it. There you go. So that when you go to your trot there, that he really bends around your right leg. So one more time. The shoulder into the trot there like
it's
you
not
do.
like a lot.
Yeah, so inside leg, yeah, and there. This is better with your seat, right? You look between his ear, yeah, and then straight. Right leg still on. That he's still lighter in your right rein than in your left rein. Yeah, good. Okay, good. And then again, change rein across the diagonal. This is nice. Good. Yeah. And as you go onto the diagonal, again, see will you come up a little bit in the
Perfect. Yeah, I would say one because last time
yes,
we had it. Yeah.
There. Good. This is nice. Good. Good. Very good. Keep it there. You get the bending. Yeah, super. Like that. This is quite nice. So just go straight, and then turn and come down the second quarter line, and just ride a half pass through the wall. And make the half pass to the letter P as in Peter. Right? You have a destination. I think if you're going to ride the half pass, make sure the forehand is what's leading, but think about the shoulder in aspect of the half pass. In other words, is he nicely in front of your left leg to your right rein, and you can bring his shoulders to your left, his chest there. Yeah, that's it. And through the aiming and keeping this, you really develop the bend of the half pass, right? Yeah, good. The tempo is good. Not bad. Yeah, super. This is nice. Yeah. It's getting looser and looser, right? Yeah. Good. That's it. Super. Oh, it's nice. Yeah. Good. But again, not lower. Right, so if he wants to go down a little bit, you just a little half out, you keep your leg there. So the same way with the half pass from the quarter line to V as the victor. But again, you aim them, yeah, in front of your inside like there and on just a little bit more. But keep them turning to your right? Yeah, that's it. Good, and straight. Yeah, very good. This is nice. Good. Let them go just straight down the next long side, and then when you get to C, to the other short side, you give them a very quick walk break. Right? The same thing you did before. Let them go, to your hand. Just let them go, yeah. At C, you're going to walk, but just to your hand, yeah, like this. Very nice. That's a trot, right? And then into a very quick walk break. Yeah, good. And go ahead and change rein across the diagonal in a good free walk. You can come down and reach and get there. Yeah. Good. This is nice. Yep. Steady. Yep. There. Yeah. Very good. Good. Yeah. I like it. Yeah. You overstep this one. Good. Good. And then go ahead at F. Go ahead and start to put them together, and then prepare them for a walk to canter transition. Yeah, whenever you feel he's ready, right? Yeah. So I think just a little bit more collected though in the walk, right? Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah, oh, there. Yes, good, good. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, good, good. So in the next long side, just a little shoulder forward position. And then when you feel he's a little more under himself, a little more up, then we just go forward a little bit, right? Yeah, there. And then straight and a little forward. Just a bit. Good. Okay. Yeah. Good. And then bring him back a little, and just minor forward and back transitions. Yeah, this is quite lovely here, right? That uphill and that balance, and then a little forward again. Just a little, yeah. Yeah, good, there. Yeah, and bring him back again. Good, and up, yeah, super, super, that's fine. And make sure when you bring him back that he doesn't get down and heavy or strong. I don't think he ever really gets heavy, but he doesn't get strong into your right brain, but there. Yeah, that's it. This is super, good. And then bring it back a little, and then do the same half pass. Come down the second quarter line, and a half pass to R. Right? Good. Just very quietly over. Yeah. Good. Yeah. The haunches a little more. There. Yes. Yes. That's the balance, right? And then counter canter for a few strides, and then into the walk, and then good. Yeah. And go ahead and walk. Okay. Yeah. I would walk. Yeah. And then put them together again. Good. Just so you have a couple of transitions in the beginning right together. And then into the left lead when you're ready. And the same thing when you're ready. When you feel he's in a nice walk, he's uphill, and you feel you're going to have a good transition, then into the canter. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, good. Good. This is nice. Yeah. Yeah. And then there. Good. Yeah. Right, say that again.
This way he likes to drop the right shoulder.
Yeah. Then I think it's really important that you a little bit more of a shoulder forward. Yeah. And think that you want him landing lightly in the right front, right? Now. So when the right front lands, you just sit up a little bit, a little half halt on the right side, and your left calf. So you try to keep him landing lightly, right? Think the shoulder forward so you can keep it away from the wall. But the idea is to get him to land lightly every time he lands in this right front. Yeah. Yeah, there. Good. But I like your canter here better, right? The canter you first started in was a little short and a little held in, right? You want to stay in this tempo, I think. But you do have to have the quick half halts that balance them. Now, right? And up, yeah, there. So when I say the half halts, your outside hand plays a role, your seat plays a very big role, as does your inside leg to keep this balance. Yeah, there. This is fine. Good. Yeah. And then just a little, when you feel he's in balance, then a little forward again. Yeah, there. And then bring him back again on your seat. Now. Good. There. Super. And then light. And then turn and come down the second quarter line. And the half pass to the left. And again, stay in the canter on the long side for a few meters. And then into the walk. Yeah. Good. Yeah. There. This is fine. Good. I like that you have his shoulders here, right? And then uphill and into the walk. Good. And up, half up. Yep. Good. Yep. Same balance. Yep. There. This is nice. And then into the right lead canter. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Continue straight. Good. Yeah. And looking up, think up, and into the walk again. And yeah. Around. And then counter canter for left lead canter. Yeah. Good. And counter canter through the short side. Yeah. Good. Up there. Half up on the right side. Same idea. You can keep them up and landing like yes, and into the walk. And sit. Yes. Good. Yeah. And then into the right lead canter. Yeah. Good. That's fine. Good. Good. On the short side, into the walk, and then one more time into the counter canter. Yeah, that's it. And good. And then counter canter for a moment. Yeah. Yeah. Not too much bend. Not too much bend. Yes. Forward. Good. Yeah. Not too much bend, right? So this is good. Yeah. And counter. Yeah. That's uphill. Good. Sometimes the counter canter is a better way to fix that lead as well, right? Yeah. Good. Yeah. Stay in the counter canter through the short side. When I say the better way to fix the lead, good. When he likes to land a little heavily in the right, the outside front on the left lead, yeah, there. This carriage is nice. Change rein on a Haskell diagonal, E to M. And then as you go across, a little bit away from your left leg. That's very soft to his body, into that right rein. Yeah, good. And turning in the corner. Yeah, good. That's it. This is nice. And up, good. And then a little bit up again, and then, yeah, super. This is nice. And then a walk transition. Yes, good. Yeah, good. You can go ahead and let him stretch down through. The idea, when you think that, does he land lightly in the outside front? The outside front lands along with the inside hind leg, right? So really what you're doing is trying to get him to carry more weight in his inside hind versus his outside front. But, good. But if you think in terms of him landing, because of the way the canter, if you think he lands lightly, or you try to keep him landing lightly, it's another way of making him sit a little better. I think the other thing, being protective about, but the other thing is I don't know how much you do with smaller circles, but the turning exercises help, right? Yeah. But that's why I think with a half pattern, where you turn like on the quarter line or the center line, but not necessarily from the wall, but where you turn and immediately move them in a half pattern. You have to keep that shoulder a little bit more in line. So there are different ways you can approach it. We weren't worried at all about it. Like I said, let's do a lot of, number of 10-meter circle type work. But,
You can do some. I go into it.
yeah.
My priority is to keep them sound.
Yeah. So I think there are other ways to approach it, but just that you get this.
That's good, yeah.
The turning exercises. So whether you turn in a half pass or whether he does a much larger square type turn, you work a little bit with pirouettes, right? Yeah. Yeah. But you could do kind of an RS VP size square. That where you just have a 90-degree turn. It might also be a way to get the shoulder without drilling it towards pirouette. Yeah. No, he's quite a lovely horse. Yeah. No, and you're right to be very protective. Yeah. And he knows things, so he doesn't need to drill. Yeah. Yeah. The good. So then go ahead and put them together again. And then the range just a little shorter. So as you put them together here, already think, you're just walking on the circle. But do you have the connection from the inside leg to the outside rein? There you go. That's better, right? So your length of rein, when you do that, you think about, do you have the right length of rein? Can you keep him enough in front of your inside leg that he does walk forward? And fills out the outside rein. But then as he fills it out, of course, he can't pull you forward or change his balance, right? He has to allow you through the half hops to regulate the step, but also to be able to balance into the outside range through these half walks. So he doesn't get down in his shoulders. Good. This is fine. So let's go from here back to the sitting trot for a moment. Again, just a little up in his pole. You know, we're good. Yeah. Or you could think what would create the same thing is, will he open his throat latch a little bit, right? That's there. Because as his nose goes a little more, he comes a little more open in his throat latch, and his nose comes a little bit more forward, his pole will end up being the highest point, right, in his carriage. Yeah. What do you think? Good. There. That's the old dad. There. That carriage is better though. Good. So that he really goes forward to your hand, and I'm not talking about miles per hour, but you feel the energy, the power of the hind leg swings forward and under you and connects to your hand. Right? Like that. This is nice. Good. So make one 20-meter circle at that end where you are, and then come down the center line, and let's just do a zigzag of 3 half passes. One short half pass, one long half pass, and one short half pass. And really focus on the change of bending. He doesn't have to reach a certain point, but when you get a few good strides of the half pass, start to change your bending, get him to fill out the left rein, and he's good. Yes, and then the half pass. Yeah. So you really put the emphasis on the change of bending. Good. And how does he fill out the right rein, and then track left, whichever is the easier direction for you at that point. Okay? Good. So then half pass into the arena. Good. Yeah. And then start to change the bending. Leg yield a little bit from your right leg. Yeah. Good. And you can leg yield a couple more strides when you do this in practice or in training. Okay, you really get him listening. Come down the center line. You really get him listening in front of the new inside leg and filling out the new outside rein. So he has to be now in front of the right leg, at the new inside leg. Does he fill out the left leg? Yeah, good. Now get him in front of your left leg as what's going to be the new inside leg. Yes, like that. That was super. Go right this time. That was super what you just had. And then half pass in. And it's a little bit free form, right? Half pass over, start to change your bending. Good. Does he fill out the there like that? That was nice, huh? That's the change of bending. Yeah. Now you take, when I say it's a little bit free form, you take your time, right? And I don't care if you get 2 half passes, or you get 3 half. I don't care if you're a little bit lopsided at this point, as far strides one way than the other. What's more important is, does he allow you through this change of bending to fill out the new outside rein, as you say, the new inside leg? And is he almost like a slinky in that he's really, easy to bend and contract on one side and stretch on the opposite side, and then you can easily change it to the other way around, right? So yes, like that. Good. This was nice. And bend him a little bit right. See there, I think he has to yield a little more from your right leg, right? Right, good. Yeah, whichever way. Then half pass in, and half pass out again. Yeah, and start to change the bending and get yielding from your left leg. See, this way is quite lovely, isn't it? Yeah, and then a little bit more from the right leg. Yes, and that was nice. Yeah, super. And then just track right and leave it for a moment. And I would do a lot with that kind of work. Yeah. Super. This is nice. And then go ahead and come down to the walk. Good. And then let's do the same in the canter one. Right? The same way. And again, it's a little bit more freeform. We're not counting strides. And it's not quite like the I1 where you make sure it's quarter-line to quarter-line, right? But you take the time to set them up. And if you fit 2 half passes in, or you fit 3 in, it doesn't matter, right? But what matters is the setup. And that he allows you to set them up, allows you to get suppleness. Yeah. Good. Yeah, turn it. Good. Very quietly, yeah. Good. Yeah, forward. Yeah. So you take your time. Yeah, that, and a little bit forward. I wouldn't, don't try to make another change, but don't think you're necessarily going to get back. Yeah, super. You're correct. Yeah, but that's fine. little bit half pass in. That's what I say it's kind of free form, right? You find suddenly he's, you have to fix that. Yeah, there. Yeah, like that. And then this. Good. And then, yeah. Good. And good. And then the change. So this time do it by coming down the second quarter line. Right? So start a half pass to the right. Good. And there, that's fine. And then start to change your bending. Take your time. Yes. Start to change the bending. Take your time. Yeah, better though. Good. Yeah, and you decide. So you feel which way you're going to go. Yeah? Yeah, good. Yeah, I didn't want to dictate which way you want to go. You have to feel. Is he right and ready to make the change or not, right? That's it. Super, super. So then let's do it once from this side, just one time from this side, down the second quarter. The idea to do it on the quarter line is that you never become confused with kind of doing free form versus what you might have to do in a test where it's very, very strict. Yeah. Take your time in the setup. Yeah, yeah. Get them soft, get behind that. Yeah. Yes, that was super. Take your time. Yeah. Yeah, take it. Good. Good, and then you decide. I don't want to change it. Good. That's good. Those are nice. Good. So stay in the canter for a moment, and then to go straight, and then from F come across the diagonal, and whether it's 3/4 or 5/4. Again, I don't want to squish changes in, right? If you feel he's better with just the 3/4, then we do just. Good. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. A little bit forward. Yeah, better. The last change is your best one. Yeah. Good. So one more diagonal, just 3 changes, and just a hair more forward. Right? So think when you leave the wall, can you ride them a little bit forward from your left leg to your right ring? Just a little. And then the change. And a little forward into the left ring. Yeah. A little forward into the right. Super, like that. Good. Yeah. Those were nice. Good. Let's do a quick break. And then we'll do the 3s in a moment. But just a quick break. Yeah. Good. The biggest, to me, the most important